All right, so excitement begins now. I have my hands on the Gear S3. This is the Frontier model. Super sexy, super sexy. I don't know how I feel about the band, but it's decent. You know, rubber band, all of that stuff, but that's not where it's at. It's the watch, man. If you've held a Gear S ever, this feels so much better. Well, Gear S2 ever. The rotating bezel feels great. The UI is super smooth, super smooth. It's pretty nice. They brought back the speaker. That was one of my biggest concerns. But they brought that back. It's definitely there in its fullest form. Microphone's there. This isn't my watch. My buddy actually let me use this, so I'll be doing some tests later. But I felt like I had to do a video about this because I got upset, because this is the model that I want, the Frontier. But if you look, that right there is a scuff. The actual face, whatever paint or whatever that is scratched off. And I asked him if he dropped it, because he said the band, the original band, he switched it to something else, and one of the pins broke, the spring bars broke. So I thought he dropped it, but he said he didn't. And he literally just got this. It's release day. And yeah, hate on my hands, but I don't care. But yeah, man, look at that. That's disrespect. How dare thee disrespect thy? How dare you disrespect thee? Yeah, how dare you disrespect thee by making something that's gonna scratch up on the first day? Like, come on, man. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that one. I really don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. But the watch, in comparison, since we got it, we're gonna do hands-on comparison with the Gear S2. It is much larger. It is much larger. You got way more viewing space for the watch. And my favorite thing is MST is actually embedded in this watch. So now you have magnetic strip transmission. I don't need my wallet no more. What? Don't gotta pull out my phone for Samsung Pay ever on any register. So that's a big deal. But yeah, that scuff, man, I can see it from a mile away. And even that's not crust. That's another scuff on there. Like scuff and scuff. I don't know now. What? We'll see. I'll get my hands on it soon. I may even try to do some extreme tests on this, because this watch is supposed to be for rugged people. So who knows? That may add to the swag of the watch. And yeah, Gear S3 videos coming soon. I'm gonna try to get my hands on the Classic and Frontier. So stay tuned. Till next time. So I felt like I disrespected you guys because I'm doing a video on the watch and I didn't even put it on. So it's taking me a minute to get used to the size of it. Like, it's sitting up pretty high. That's not bad. But I was complaining heavy about this when I got it at first, because I came from a Gear S2, a Gear S. And even with my Gear 2 and all the other ones, I was like, man, this watch is too small, man. And then it just became the way. It became normal. So I don't know if I'm gonna start to feel this way about this specific watch, because it's larger on the wrist, and I don't know. Like, it just feels like much. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm trying to get it at that angle. Like, that's what I'm looking at when I look at the watch. That's interesting. But I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe if I get a different band. I don't know how much that'll play into it. But yeah. I don't know. Shout out my homie Bob for letting me use this, man. But yeah, it's not so bad. It's not as bad as the cellular version of the Gear S2. That thing, I didn't like. Pause. I didn't like how it's set up on the wrist. But this is better. It's still up, if you can see from this angle. But yeah, I mean, overall, I absolutely love it. Like, it's awesome. So, more videos coming soon. Stay tuned.